Even the kid at the side of the road loved it.
Oh, was there a kid?
Yeah. The kid was like, bless the car, bless the car. Go on, do a sprint.
And this is in sport mode. You've still got sport plus and race mode.
It's got sport plus and race mode.
Yeah.
Have you put
I don't even touch race mode. It turns everything off.
You're not risking putting it in race mode yet.
On a big, maybe on a big straight flat.
This thing is insane.
A lot of stories about people's back end just going.
Yeah. I think you're a little bit luckier because obviously these newer Mustangs are a bit more kind of tuned to like EU roads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, I can't remember what it is on the old Mustangs, but they had like a locked something on the rear. Don't quote me. That basically just meant that they span out all the time. So lucky enough, these ones are a bit more safe than previous Mustangs.
Compared to previous Mustangs.
Yes. Still not safe compared to most road cars. But no, this thing's insane. How does it compare to the the SL63 that you drove?
So it feels a lot heavier.
Yeah.
Which is obvious. It's a massive car. And you can tell the difference between having two turbos and then just having a bigger engine, like 5 litres.
Because what was that? That was a 4-litre bi-turbo.
Yeah.
So that thing was pushing out 577 brake, but it was obviously quite a small coupe type car.
Yeah.
This is a big.
Like the other one was definitely felt faster and lighter.
This feels meatier though. It sounds better.
Yeah, I think it sounds better. That's before I put an exhaust on it.
Oh yeah, it's still stock, isn't it?
But like, I don't know, something about just. I've always had a thing for American cars, like muscle cars.
Yeah.
So like, just the whole package of being in a big car with like no real technology going on. It's just big car, big engine, off you go. That is fast. So what modifications are you going for next then? What are your feelings in short, like quick modifications that you can easily go for now, and then what's your kind of long-term goals? There's not too much I want to do to it. I had a mate who had one that did quite a bit to his like slammed it, exhaust, all that kind of stuff. Short term, I just want to do a few aesthetic things. So I want to smoke the lights out. I want to get, I can't decide on whether 1 or 2, but I want to get some lights down, some stripes down the middle. Get the wing mirrors black. Yeah. Just small things. I think longer term, well, depends how long term we're talking, but.
Alright, okay, we're back. Sorry, the phone camera got full up, so unfortunately rookie camera skills there and planning. But you were saying modifications, yes.
Yeah, so as well as the aesthetic stuff that I mentioned before, hardware-wise I'm thinking of getting a beefy exhaust in. I haven't really looked into it, which one to get yet. But that's definitely on the list. Yeah, cold air intake as well. And then I'll have
have to see how much I like it. At the moment, I'm loving it. Down the line, we'll see where we are, and then we could look at a supercharger as well. I think would be the
end goal.
Yeah.
And then also make it even more dangerous.
Yeah.
Because who the hell doesn't want, God knows, I don't know, 700 brake horsepower at the rear wheels? I don't know how much a supercharger would add to this, but it's already 420-ish.
Something like that. Yeah. I've not actually looked at the stats.
About that. So if any of you guys remember, a few years ago, I was actually going to buy one of these when I was in my Twitch Prime. I was going to actually order one on finance.
Is that a plug? Twitch Prime?
No, oh no, that wasn't actually. I meant as in like when my career was in its prime. Yeah, well, when I was doing extremely well for myself, I was gonna, obviously I still lived with my parents at the time, wasn't planning on moving out, just wanted to buy myself a car, had disposable income every month, so I was gonna get one on finance, because I can't remember how much, like 400, 500 quid finance, plus a few grand deposit and stuff, and I was so close to getting one, and then my dad was like, well actually, we're thinking of moving soon anyway, so you probably have to move out regardless. So I was like, oh shit, well, I'm gonna have to move out now. And then I thought, actually, I'll try and get a mortgage. So for that whole time, I thought, actually, I'll just spend some of my savings, get a smaller little car that I kind of like, I love. And I missed out, unfortunately, on buying one of these. And so now you've made me extremely jealous. Extremely jealous.
There's still time.
Yeah,
still time.
Still time. We'll see. I do like these. Then again, I've been looking at some cheaper V8 options at the moment. You can get some of the Audi S5, you got the RS5 as well, which is a bit beefier, with about an extra 100 brakes, so they're quite nice little options. I was having a look at some Jags, because they're around about the 10 to 15 grand mark as well.
Yeah.
And but a lot of people seem to recommend going against getting a Jag, and I know they're lovely cars, they're big, beautiful cars. My grandpa's always had his Jags and stuff, but apparently, I think they got, like, I'm pretty certain the Jag XF and the XJ got voted like the most, what's the word? I'm trying to think of, not sustainable. Like, they're the cars that basically break down the most.
Right, unreliable.
Yeah, unreliable, that's it. They were voted like England's most unreliable car or something at the time. I don't know. But then again, I've got a few mates. I got a mate who works at a Jag garage, and he's not exactly boasting about their
oh, really?
how good their cars are. So I don't know. Maybe Jag have got a little bit cheap over the years.
Car, though, can you?
No, that's what I mean. German cars are good to go.
Or a Mustang.
Yeah, or a Mustang. Well, Ford's been around long enough, haven't they?
Yeah.
But can't fail this thing yet. Can't see many cons. It's a big American muscle car. I love it. And it's not as dangerous as previous muscle cars. Yeah. What do you think of the new 2018 one though? It's like they've lowered the bonnet. They've made it more sporty and less muscular and aggressive.
I'm not convinced by that.
I'm not keen on it.
Nah,
I prefer this one a million times more.
Because I mean, we'll see it later on, but on the hood of this one, you've got those two big peaks.
Yeah.
Which, you know, will give it that proper muscle look. But on the 18 model, they've got rid of them, so and it just
so it's just
downwards.
a purely flat bonnet.
Yeah. And it does look, like you said, they've gone for that more sporty look as opposed to.
It definitely looks more like a European-y sports car than an American muscle car. Yeah. It's like this car was kind of like the perfect balance between starting to look more like a sports car and from American muscle car. Yeah, obviously if you compare this to say like the previous muscle car, like the is it the 2012 one? I think they bring out there was an update to the previous like a generation or whatever. Yeah. And that looked huge, big, bulky American muscle. And you compared it to this looked a bit more sporty, a little bit more elegant, but still kept that muscular look. Yeah. And now the 2018 one just looks as if they've gone too sporty, not muscular enough. Yeah. Needs more meat.
I think that the one good change that I've heard they've made is to the exhaust.
Yes.
So I think they've added, I can't remember what it's called, the active valve.
Oh, the open close valves and stuff. So you can drive around and not have to listen to a crazy drone like my car does. And then when you want it to be loud, you can.
Yeah. So I've heard that's like a very good change that they've made, but yeah, in terms of the look, I think they've taken a step backwards.
Yeah. It's definitely not as nice as this. Okay, so this is my first drive in the Mustang. I'm going to take it easy to begin with. I know how tail happy these things can be. And it's a big car as well. It's a big car, so I'm still not massively used to driving. It's a little bit wider than I've obviously driven before. So I'm going to try and get my lane discipline first, and then I'll experiment with maybe putting my foot down slightly. But it does. It's just that noise. You don't even have to press it a lot. You can literally just tickle the accelerator and it just makes that glorious noise.
It's just so nice. It sounds incredible. Literally sounds incredible. Let's go for a... Oh, is it in semi-automatic? How do I put it in that so I can go for like a cheeky little downshift? Or...
Yeah, as soon as you touch the pedal into the...
It's beastie, mate. It is beastie. Obviously, I'm gonna keep my eyes on the road. But tell me how have you felt after owning it for how have you had it now? Not very long.
48 hours, I think.
48 hours. So
yeah.
in the 48 hours, how much have you fallen in love with it? Have you had any accidental moments where the back end span out already, or have you been playing it safe?
No, I've been playing it relatively safe. I've put my foot down on the straights.
Yeah.
For legal reasons, I won't say what I've got up to. But
it's fast.
But it's fast. So yeah, I've not messed around with trying to go fast around a corner or anything. But yeah, in terms of owning it, it's just like I don't. There's something about you kind of go up the tiers in cars. You know, you get into like the faster cars, but then like I just feel.
What do you feel?
Something like a Mustang, that American muscle look is like, it's just in a class of its own, you know, like just with the way it looks and the way it handles, the way it sounds. They're just a separate beast altogether, and I love it.
It's really nice. But even when driving it, it doesn't like you know when we drove the SL63, that felt a little bit. I know it had a bit more power, but it felt a little bit more uncontrollable when you like blip the throttle. Yeah. Even though this just has the same effect, I don't know what it is. I think it's because it feels heavier, it feels more stable, it feels more tank-like. It really is lovely to drive. I am thoroughly jealous, mate. So jealous, it is unreal. What I wanted for a really long time was a Mustang, and you beat me to it.
Well, I've always wanted, like, I think it was ever since watching the first Fast and Furious film, where, was it that one that he had the, I'm not even sure what car it was.
Dom's first one.
Dom's, yeah.
The big, is it the 69 or 71 Charger?
Something like that,
Trying not to sneeze. But, yeah.
Well, ever since then, I've just had a thing for...
It was an old Charger, had the big blower sticking out.
Yeah, that's it.
Didn't it?
Since then, I've just had a thing for muscle cars, and like...
I'm going to try and find a place to turn around.
So I remember when it was first announced that the Mustang was being sold over here in a right-hand drive, and I was buzzing. I wasn't in a position to get one.
Well, yeah, that was back in was that 2015? I think they bring out the first one.
Yeah.
Left that shit and turn around just a bit.
So I've been looking at trying to get one since then, and I finally just thought, you know what?
And you finally did. You finally bit the bullet and went, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
So top down.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, you get this way. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, this thing is gorgeous. It sounds insane. What I love the most is you can see the huge bonnet in front of you.
Yeah.
Like with my little car, you obviously got the you've obviously got the like the bonnet just kind of scoops down. So when you see it out of the mirror, you kind of just see it flattens out. Yeah. With this, it literally looks like it sticks up. It looks brilliant. Absolutely incredible car. So yeah, I'm excited to see what exhaust you're gonna get.
Yeah, I need to
do
a bit of research into what are the good ones out there. But so my friend had a one, and he did all his like headers, exhaust, the whole lot. Sounded really good, but it sounded quite raspy. Yeah. I want to kind of maintain the deeper V8 noise.
Yeah, you don't want the rasp noise. Yeah. Well, it normally gets quite raspy if you remove the resonator, so maybe something like a D-Cat will keep the same sort of noise, but just scream louder.
Yeah.
Maybe you're in the back box to something that's a bit more. I don't know if it's got a back box to be fair, but
no idea.
Definitely D-Catting or going for a sports cat. Yeah. That'll improve the noise massively. Make it scream a little more on that top end. But yeah, this thing is. It's that acceleration. It's just it's a whole different feel of acceleration compared to something like I'm used to driving a little 2-litre turbo, and obviously I get that acceleration when the turbo kicks in. This thing is just instant. Yeah. The second you put your foot down, it's
you notice like you can give it some gas and it like you feel like you're pulling away?
Yeah.
But then you really touch it to the floor when it downshifts and it's like
downshifts,
right, now we're going.
When you're like, whoa, then it kicks in. That's that there. That's not. Oh, it's just lovely. It's just. Oh, nice TV I just went past.
Nice.
Yeah, this thing is incredible. Let's give it one last welly before we get back and have to hand it back over. I love it. Absolutely.
You just can't get bored of it, can you?
I don't think you could ever get bored of a V8,
Yeah.
let alone a Mustang with a big 5-litre V8. It's just gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It sounds gorgeous. It's a beast, mate. It's an absolute beast. Like literally.